Now on CoastTV News.
Snow day on the coast, how locals stayed busy. And DelDOT crews working overtime to keep the roads safe. We look at the current conditions in Sussex County. Plus, it's not just Delaware, the entire Mid-Atlantic region dealing with accidents and airport closures as winter weather takes a toll.
And we are still tabulating the snowfall amount. In fact, it's still snowing right now. And now we're going to be concerned about the icy Arctic air that will immediately follow this snowstorm.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
We're taking a live look at the roads from our CoastTV Jeep tonight. Good evening, I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to CoastTV News at 11. We begin tonight with the final bits of snow, at least for now. As we take a live look outside into Lewis, you can still see some flurries, some snow there in the air, and our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams is going to join us with a first check on the weather. Paul, it has really been a day.
I mean, it has been a day and a night, and it will continue into the latter portion of the night and possibly early tomorrow morning. Let's go ahead and go over some of the snow totals now. I'm getting some snow totals from different sources, from the National Weather Service as well as the DEOS. And so when you take a look at the Delaware Airport, as of 9:30, because we're still tabulating, so it's still a fluid number, we have 12 inches, a foot of snow that's been reported at the Delaware Airport, Georgetown, Seaford. At least 10.5 inches of snow reported officially for Lewis as well as Milton, and 10 inches of snow for Bridgeville as well as Harbison. In addition to that, we had 10 inches officially reported for us at Rehoboth Beach, 9.8 at Bethel as well as Milton, although at Milton, here at our site in Coast TV, we measured 12 inches there, and it can vary from place to place. So that's why sometimes you have to kind of take the average of different locations. 9.6 Long Neck, Laurel, Lincoln, 9.0, 8 inches for us in Delmar, and from our DO site, specifically 10 inches in Lewis, Ellendale, Nassau, 9.8, Stockley, 9.6, Seaford, 8.4, Dagsboro, 8.2. So we've had more than our fair share of snow, and it's still actually coming down. We're not at the total winding down or end of this, but it's getting a little closer. We've stopped right along Highway 13. The last remnants of the snow is now continuing to move on out of the way. As we widen the scope here, you can see that we have a great deal of emptiness behind this. And you know what that means, Christina? That means we are bracing for the kind of cold that makes you rethink your life decisions. That's how cold it's about to become. And we're going to talk more about that because literally, and I'm not even being, I'm not even making this up or just trying to sound dramatic, we're going to drop to 0 as far as the wind chill is concerned. I need to show you that. And there's a special advisory that comes with that for tomorrow morning, Christina.
All right. Thank you, Paul. I'll be anxiously awaiting your full forecast. And it has been a busy day for DelDOT across Sussex County. Crews have been working to clear the roads since the snow started in the early morning hours. And Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken is live in our First Alert Weather Jeep. Emma, you're on the roads right now. How's it looking out there?
Christina, we are on some back roads between Georgetown, and it is pretty hard to drive out here.
Plows clearing the roads, trying to stay one step ahead of Delmarva's first snowstorm of the season. Brian Strain and Vivian LaRusso say they avoided the roads at all costs today.
I don't think any of us expected this much snow to fall. I was like maybe 6 inches, you know, and it's more than 6 inches. But we did notice that the plows have gone back and forth multiple times in this neighborhood.
DelDOT manages about 3,000 miles of road throughout Sussex County, but officials say it could be a few days before every street is clear.
Now, the challenge we're going to have over the next couple of nights is we're going to have very cold temperatures getting down into the 20s. It just is going to make that salt a little less effective. So anyone that's going to be out just needs to be mindful that there's going to be icy conditions. And just
McLeod tells Coast TV DelDOT plans to bring more plows and equipment from northern Delaware down to Sussex County tomorrow morning.
DelDOT did give props to people saying, you know, there weren't too many accidents out on the road, some cars getting stuck, but nothing too big. But live from the Weather Jeep, First Alert Weather Jeep in Sussex County, I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Okay, thank you for that, Emma. And if we haven't made it clear already, it did snow today. A lot of snow coming to the coast and Of course, that means shoveling, plowing for some people, but also could be a free day of fun for some other people. And as Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, people on the coast are finding all sorts of ways to stay occupied.
Shoveling, sledding, and even a snowball fight. All happening throughout the day Monday as more than half a foot of snow fell across our coast.
I got the snowblower ready last night.
That meant people had to find their own ways to stay busy. Bernie and Donna Edmondson make the most of their day off by taking part in a snowball fight with their neighbors.
It's a different day, but we try to get out and enjoy the weather as we can, although we would rather not have snow, but we have snow, so we deal with it.
And that makes them enjoy the snow even more.
We enjoy this. This is our time to be retired and enjoy life.
Casey Herschelman lives in Lewis with her new puppy and says snow days are for the students.
I just love to see how excited the kids are. That's the best part. Even though they just had a long Christmas break, they still weren't quite ready to go back yet. So another snow day or two has been so much fun, and they've been out playing all day.
The plows have been at it all day long, but as you can see, the snow is still building up pretty high. If you're going to be on the roads tonight or tomorrow, be sure to drive slow and safe, as you might see some ice on those roads. But if you're home, you can have some fun. Even more snow is expected to make its way to the coast as the week goes on. In Lewis, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Check out this awesome shot of Lewis after the snow. This is thanks to our friend Eric Reifensnyder. He sent this drone video to us. Very cool. You can see the Lewis Water Tower there. And of course, side roads and neighborhood streets packed down with ice and snow tonight. So be careful if you're driving. Watch out for black ice, especially if you're heading out there on the back roads. Well, state workers have a slightly shifted schedule tomorrow. The governor's office says Kent and Sussex offices will open at 10 a.m., and that's just for non-essential employees. All others must come in on time. That's according to the state. Now, Newcastle offices, they're open as normal. They did not really get as much snow up there as we did here. And all this talk about the snow brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is your favorite snow activity? Let's take a look at the results. And so far, staying indoors is the winner here. 58% staying indoors, 20% saying taking photos. We saw some great photos from all of our viewers today. 11% say sledding or tubing, and 11% also saying building a snowman. That's my favorite. I love building a good frosty. And we still want to know what your favorite activity is, so if you haven't voted, you can still do it. Just go to coasttv.com or use our mobile app. New tonight, Delaware officials have signed an agreement with offshore wind company U.S. Wind. According to the governor's office, U.S. Wind received necessary federal and state permit approvals for its first project. And this agreement will bring 150,000 renewable energy credits to Delaware utilities to create clean energy. Governor Carney's team says U.S. Wind will pay for dredging scholarships and state park projects totaling $40 million. And at the heart of all this, power transmission cables will now run under Delaware Seashore State Park. It's not clear exactly where those underground power lines would go, as Sussex County Council denied a request for a Dagsboro substation where the offshore wind cables would go onshore. Council had said the project would not have benefited Delaware, as at the time all of the wind energy would go to Maryland. And speaking of the Sussex County Council, despite Sussex County government offices being closed tomorrow, the swearing in of 3 new council members will go on. Jane Grunebaum takes over District 3 after beating Mark Schaefer. Matt Lloyd will represent District 1. He defeated Council President Mike Vincent in the primary. And Steve McCarron will be the District 2 councilman, beating Cindy Green. The swearing in starts at 1 p.m. Tuesday. Also starting tomorrow, Delaware Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall-Long will briefly become governor. Hall-Long lost a bitter primary to now Governor-elect Matt Meyer, but as Governor John Carney prepares to become mayor of Wilmington, he will resign and Hall-Long will be sworn in. That's happening tomorrow. She will stay governor until January 21st when Meyer is inaugurated. Well, a strong winter storm continues to drop snow on the roads in the mid-Atlantic, causing some accidents, airport closures, and school cancellations in many areas. And as NBC's Sam Brock reports, disruptions have been numerous from the Midwest to the East Coast.
It's been a pretty remarkable and rare day in the district today. Washington, D.C. has certainly seen some snowfall recently, but not usually this much. You're talking about 6 or 7 inches through the middle of the afternoon, and as you can see right now, snow is still coming down. You got to go back to 2019 to find a time when there was double-digit snowfall in D.C. I'm standing in the heart of the city right now. That's Pennsylvania Avenue over my shoulder. The Capitol is down in that direction. Around the corner on the other end of Freedom Plaza, the White House. Normally this area would be absolutely bustling with people in cars. All you're seeing right now are basically snow plows and some police officers coming through as that wind's still picking up right now and the snow coming down. The disruptions have been multifaceted. The biggest ones, though, certainly the airways. 2,000 plus cancellations across the country. Here at DCA, 82% of departing flights canceled, and the airport actually announcing they were shutting down the runways as of about 6 o'clock Eastern Standard. And so many parents right now trying to figure out what they're going to do with their kids who are off Monday, now many of them Tuesday, some even Wednesday, trying to juggle caring for your kids and getting their work done. That's the latest here in Washington. Sam Brock, NBC News.
And don't go anywhere. We still have more news to get into. Coming up, some animals living their best life in the snow. But first, we look at the snow situation in Kent County, and we hear from some Dover neighbors.
And we're continuing to track additional snow showers. The second wave is now starting to crank up or actually wind down, coming to an end. But behind it, we have a fierce pocket of Arctic air that we're going to have to wrestle with for a while. We'll talk more about that in just 60 seconds.
New year, new mattress. Get to the New Year's mattress sale at Johnny Janosic and get the better night's sleep you need. Find incredible New Year's savings on the best mattress brands: Beautyrest, Serta iComfort, Purple Mattresses, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Kingstown. Plus, get a $300 reward card on select mattress purchases. New Year's mattress savings are for a limited time only and only at Johnny Janosic's Mattress World.
2025 came to Delmarva with a bang.
Take this Monday seriously.
With the first major winter storm of the year.
Roads are snow covered and slick. Best to stay home.
And the CoastTV First Alert Weather Team was there every step of the way. Across TV, radio, online, and social.
We have snow-covered roads pretty much the entire peninsula.
Guiding, informing, protecting. This year and beyond, we've got you covered. CoastTV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Well, at some point you get so much snow, you try to have a nice sense of humor about it. So this is kind of like a storm system that just doesn't know when to quit. But it'll finally come to its last hurrah here pretty soon in the next hour or so. But then we've got to deal with some Arctic air that is just downright ornery. And I'll explain to you and show you why I give it that personification. First of all, take a look at, once again, evidence ad nauseum we've had with all of our camera views throughout the day. Boardwalk Plaza camera in Rehoboth, 28 degrees with the dew point at 28. So lots of moisture there. So actually we go from the little grainy snow to the bigger flakes and the heavier snow with the dew point temperature so close to the actual air temperature. But we're looking at snow continuing till about midnight. And then this steps into the play. Into the fray, rather. And this is the problem here. That wind, along with the temperatures dropping and dropping dramatically, is going to make for dangerously low temperatures. But let's talk about the snow totals for right now. Just in case you missed it at the top of the newscast, we had 12 inches of snow reported in Delaware Airport, Georgetown, Seaford. Now, at the official site in Lewis, 10.5 or 10.5 inches there, as well as in Milton. In Bridgeville and Harbison, at the official site, we have 10 inches that was reported there as well. Once again, we're still tabulating, still have a little bit of snow that's still falling. 10 inches reported for us in Rehoboth Beach, 9.8 in Bethel, as well as Milton. Long Neck, 9.6, 9 inches in Laurel and Lincoln, 8 inches in Delmar. And right here at the CoastTV studios, which is located in Milton, at our site, we actually had 12 inches reported. Now, I also began to kind of venture and look at other sources to see where else we could get some totals from. And from Delaware Environmental, we had 10 inches in Lewis reported there. Ellendale and Nassau, 9.8, 9.6 in Stockley, Bridgeville, and another location, Bridgeville, 9.3, 8.4 Seaford, and 8.2 in Dagsboro. And this is where it is right now. We still have lingering snow showers from Georgetown to Millsboro along Highway 113 and along the beaches right now. So we're still tabulating for Lewis, Longneck, South Bethany, Ocean City, Ocean Pines, and in those locations. We've stopped tabulating for us over here in Seaford, so those numbers are looking pretty solid. And behind it, we're not looking at any additional precipitation moving in our direction, but that cold air, that's going to step into the fray. Technically and actually, we're still under the winter storm warning. That stays in effect until 4 o'clock. Now, that's along the entire coast. Now, it's also in effect for, Little Georgetown, Ocean Pines, Grays Corners, West Ocean City, as well as Ocean City, just to name a few. Let's talk about tomorrow. Here we go. Starting off at 19 degrees at 6 o'clock with 11 mile per hour winds. And then the winds pick up even more so by noon and 2 o'clock, up to 20 miles per hour with the temperature rising to freezing. So we're going to start off at 0 for Tuesday. And then by mid-morning, we'll warm up to maybe 10 degrees. That's how cold we're going to be. And then Tuesday, we're going to have that cold weather so much so that we have a cold weather advisory in effect for Ocean Pines, Berlin, Whaleyville, Newark, Golf Club Shores, and all those locations. So what that means is the temperatures drop into the teens. It's in effect from 2 to 10. Wind chill is going to be at 4 degrees or below, and 35 mile per hour wind gusts are expected. In addition to that, who's under that advisory? Places like Bishop, Shoal, Parkertown, Ocean Pines, Holly Grove, Brittletown, Grays Corner, just to kind of give you a feel. Now, we take a look at our futurecast for Wednesday. We start off in the 20s, low 20s, and we stay in the 20s most of the day. And then we drop into the teens for Thursday. So that cold air is not just a one-trick pony. It's going to stick around for a few days. So we have a moderate chance to close to high chance of frostbite for Tuesday, and especially on Thursday. All right, that's how dangerously cold we are going to be. Last but not least, let's talk about Saturday. We have a storm system that's going to push on through Saturday, and it's going to bring an opportunity for some snow our way for Saturday. But tonight, periods of snow coming to an end in 18. Then for tomorrow, bitterly cold, feeling like 0 and 34. 32 for Wednesday, blustery sunshine, wind chill between 5 to 18 degrees, wind gusts up to 35, even on Wednesday. Finally, here's a look at the extended forecast. Big time cold for Tuesday and Wednesday, and you might as well throw in Thursday with all that wind.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Paul. And now we're going to take a look at some photos that our viewers sent in. This photo here is from Paula Dersch in Rehoboth. Got a nice snowy backyard set up there. Maybe go tanning outside. Just kidding. And here's a picture from Jennifer Rose Stevenson in Laurel. Some sledding. I don't know if I would call that sledding. More looks like a snow tow situation. Looks like a lot of fun there in Laurel. And here's a picture from Scott McHugh in Rehoboth of his 3 dogs enjoying the snow. Very adorable. I know the dogs really love the snow. And up in Dover, people have been outside all day trying to get a head start on shoveling and clearing their cars there in Kent County. And many people knew the storm was coming, but some people tell us it also caught them off guard, caught them by surprise. People working hard to stay ahead, clearing their driveways multiple times throughout the day to avoid being snowed in. And despite some people saying, it might be a little annoying to do all the shoveling and all the work, there's still a sense of enjoyment with the snow. A few people taking a moment to appreciate the rare sight of heavy snow in Delaware.
Now, obviously, the kids are out running around in it, so they're loving it. I've seen a couple dogs enjoying themselves, but, for the rest of us, it's a little bit of an inconvenience. But I'd rather be home by the fire, but you got to try to get ahead of it the best you can.
And the snow has definitely calmed down now in Kent County, but the shoveling, it's far from over for many people. Coming up next on Coast TV News, we take you to the mid-shore, how people are handling the snow on that part of Delmarva.
Okay. Mom, you have my lunchbox? I have. What if your morning was just easier? At Wawa, good morning. It is. With everything you need to get your day moving. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the perfect time to recharge with a new Toyota.
I'm taking a RAV4 hybrid hiking.
Sounds fun.
Oh.
We're going on a road trip in a Tacoma.
Wow.
Nice.
We're taking our pack to see snow in a Sequoia.
Can we keep them? I think I oversnapped.
Right now, buy an adventure-ready RAV4 with low 3.99 APR financing. Or lease a capable Corolla Cross for just $239 a month.
Toyotathon ends January 6th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Joining forces for great healthcare, it's Your Dachshund in partnership with Tidal Health. Your Dachshund has much of what you'd go to the ER for, but when only the ER will do, Tidal Health is there for you. Your Dachshund opens 7 days a week with 6 convenient locations and late hours too. Book online for no more waiting room limbo. Fast care at reasonable prices. Your Dachshund in partnership with Tidal Health, accepting most insurance plans and Medicare. Named Best Urgent Care on the Shore. Feel better, faster at Your Dachshund.
Ring in 2025 with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Right now, get 20% off materials, plus save 25% on your entire roofing project. Our expert team is dedicated to providing unmatched customer service and quality craftsmanship. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and start the year strong. So don't miss out on the 2025 savings with 20% off materials and 25% off your entire roofing project. Visit SpicerBros.com or call now to schedule your free consultation. Make Spicer Brothers your New Year's resolution because you deserve the best.
Right now, Wawa Rewards members can get any size hot coffee for $1, or any size iced coffee for $2, or a 16-ounce Monster Energy for $3. So why aren't you a Wawa Rewards member yet? Join and redeem your bonus offers today.
Track the storm with CoastTV First Alert Weather. This is CoastTV News at 11.
We've got a Taylor Swift lyric for you, Snow on the Beach. Look at that, the waves, the whitecaps, they're blending into the snow, and the boardwalk also completely blanketed in snow there in Rehoboth Beach today. And the storm walloped Dorchester County too. This video here, it's from earlier today. Someone actually got stuck in a ditch because of speeding in the snowy and icy road conditions.
We were going into Cambridge, and the roads got a little slick, so he had to pump the brakes a little bit because someone was coming past, going pretty fast.
And Maryland State Police say today they received nearly 750 calls for service. That's including over 200 reported crashes and over 230 unattended vehicles statewide. Coming up next in sports, Delaware State men's and women's basketball hosted Norfolk State for a doubleheader today. Could they pick up their first conference wins of the season? And next, are you on the search for a new job? We've got 4 big tips to find your dream job after this.
I want to recap a very unique advisory we have. We have a cold weather advisory bracing for the wind chill factor to drop a single digit to 4 degrees or below starting off tomorrow morning.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app today.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Hey, bath guy, do you do roofs? Nope. Do you do lawns? Negatory. Do you do windows and siding? Not a chance.
At Peninsula Bath, we're your local pros for bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, customer focused, and competitively priced. Ask about our free shower door upgrade and our neediest bathroom contest.
Hey Dad, can you take out the trash?
No, son, not a chance.
Peninsula Bath.
When seasons change, the unexpected can happen. If your home or business has suffered from fire, water, or storm damage, let the professionals at the Restoration Group give you the peace of mind you're looking for. TRG's certified restoration technicians and construction teams will guide you through the process from initial damage through complete reconstruction. If the unexpected happens to your home or business, call the Restoration Group today for all your fire, water, or storm damage needs.
Disasters are temporary, relationships are lasting.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Upgrade your roof. Whether it's metal roofing or shingles, Alpha Roofing and Siding is the pinnacle of protection and style, using premium materials that withholds any harsh conditions that are covered by a 50-year material warranty. Get free gutter guards with your new roof and 12 months no interest. Ask us how to save 30% with the federal tax credit on solar skylights. Call today for more details. Alpha Roofing and Siding, where protection comes first and setting the standard is our legacy.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a premium.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Up in Dover, we saw one of the few sporting events that took place today, a men's and women's basketball doubleheader in MEAC play, and the women trying to get things off to a good start. New football head coach Deshaun Jackson is in the house to watch some Hornets basketball, and this Norfolk State team that was picked to finish at the top of the preseason poll, and this defense was a big reason why. Nia Fields swipes it, scans the floor, and feeds it down low to Makoye Diawara, who drops it in for two. And then the Spartans show off their power on the glass. Debriah Clark can't hit, but Diamond Johnson comes soaring in for the and one bucket. And Johnson wasn't done there. This time, she puts it on the floor and darts to the hoop for another and one. Spartans absolutely rolling. But late in the first quarter, the Hornets start to find some heat. Mahogany Cottingham from the corner to make it 24-12. Norfolk State ahead in the second quarter. The Hornets, though, start to defend the nest. Kiara McElrath snags the steal and takes it all the way to make it a 10-point game. DSU started to roll in the second quarter, but the Norfolk State Spartans would continue their dominance in the second half and win this one big, 94-54. The Hornets are back in action on Saturday, January 11th against South Carolina State. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
As people refresh, reset, and reprioritize for the new year, some people may be looking to make big changes at work. A growing number of American workers report feeling trapped in their jobs. Some happy with the work, but not happy with the pay. Others looking for more work-life balance after being called back into the office post-pandemic. But with the job market cooling and economic uncertainty, making a change may be rather daunting. Brian Abel has some tips for those hoping the new year can bring a new job.
Many workers across the country are feeling a little stuck.
Employees are feeling overworked, undervalued, underpaid.
According to Gallup polling released in December, people are looking for new jobs at the highest rates in nearly a decade. But in a cooling labor market, along with a low unemployment rate, there's fear those opportunities may not be there.
The time between jobs for people to find a job after they lose a job is pretty high. It's 23.7 weeks on average. And that's a pretty scary number.
Gallup refers to this shift as the Great Detachment, and it's causing frustration for employers too.
18% of people in their latest report are actually engaged at work. So that means you've got 82% of your people as an employer who are saying, not feeling it.
If you're not feeling it and ready to make a move, you can simply start by talking to the people you know.
Reach out to that network to identify people that they know who would be in a position to give advice, to make introductions.
And don't rely on one-click job applications with the same resume each time to land you that dream position.
Tailor the resume that you're sending in so that it uses the keywords that are in the job description.
In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
Still ahead tonight, we look at some pandas at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C., having a blast in the snow.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
Some people will stop at nothing to get your stuff. Get solid security and protect yourself from theft, fire, and accidents with American-made Rhino at Southern States in Milford. Experience peace of mind with financing available when you buy local from the only Rhino dealer on Delmarva. They'll deliver and set it up for you too. Ask about Rhino's Thank You for Your Service rebate program. Protect your stuff with Rhino. Everything else is just storage. Securing Delmarva one safe at a time. Southern States of Milford.
Homewell's mission is to bring joy, companionship, and a helping hand into the lives of those we serve. Become a Homewell hero today.
I'm a Homewell hero because I transform routine care into meaningful connections.
Offering full benefits, weekly pay, holiday pay, and PTO.
As a Homewell hero, I'm rewarded for my hard work.
Our mentor program gives you help on the job, teaching you to be a problem solver.
Join us at homewellcares.com and be the hero that someone needs today.
At Delmarva Roofing and Coating, we believe in longevity. Since our start in 1988 and 10 million square feet of roofing later, we've gained the experience to solve your roofing problems. We combine those years of knowledge with cutting-edge technology to guide you through every project phase, inspection, maintenance, or installation. You can count on us to safeguard your investment with a reliable roof and service after the sale. Serving Delmarva for over 3 decades, Delmarva Roofing and Coating, above all, a good roof.
If you're looking for a bargain, it better be Beshi. Get 18 months no interest financing during our New Year's sale. Everything in our clearance room 50% off. Get an extra 10% off custom orders. Free heat and massage options on select model Golden Technologies chairs. 40% off any adjustable base with purchase of a Serta Perfect Sleeper or iComfort mattress. Plus, get up to 20 to 30% off non-clearance display items. Shop the New Year's sale at Beshi Furniture, located beside the Mermaid on US Route 9.
Get the CoastTV First Alert Weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Take a look at your screen. Look at these goats. We're having some fun today despite all of the snow around them. So adorable. And it's not just the goats. Pandas at the National Zoo having some fun, more fun than most today. As a winter storm blanketed the D.C. area with snow, the pandas arrived in the district in October of last year, and they will make their public debut at the Smithsonian on January 24th.
I'm glad to see the pandas enjoyed it. All right, take a look at our dry tech camera, and we can see we're starting to see that actually we've come to an end as far as what's happening in and around our dry tech with the snow shower activity coming to an end there. But then the cold is going to step in, and that's going to have a profound effect on how it's going to affect all of us. In fact, we're going to drop down to 0 for the wind chill factor for tomorrow morning. So wear layers, dress the kids for layers if they're going to let them outside. Don't let them outside for too long because it's really dangerously cold, to be honest. Now, as you take a look at our expectations for tonight, we're going to drop back to about 24 degrees by 3 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Now, as the skies clear out even more so, the temperatures will tank even more rapidly. But we still have the winter storm warning that is in effect for our area until about 4 o'clock. Now, more than likely after about midnight or so, maybe close to 1 o'clock, they may actually allow for this to expire. But it's still in effect because we're still getting some snow in places like Lewis, Long Neck, Ocean View, Millsboro, and all of those areas. And also I had one of our viewers that contacted me from the Long Neck community, and she was informing me that she took a measurement for us there, specifically without it being in the snow drift, and that she had about 11 inches of snow there. So that's pretty much coinciding with where we've had the measurements throughout the entire day. Winter storm warning is also active for Ocean Pines, Berlin, Newark, Golf Club Shores area as well. In addition to that, we have the cold weather advisory. Now, this is specifically starts at 2 o'clock in the morning, ends at 10 o'clock. This means that we're watching out for the wind chill factor to drop to 4 degrees and below, and watching out for 35 mile per hour wind gusts. So that's just how significant it is that there's a cold weather advisory for St. Martin's, Berlin, Ocean Pines, West Ocean City, and all these locations. And so keep that in mind because we're looking at the wind chill factor staying well below the actual air temperature for an extended period of time. You can call our weather line and stay focused on what's happening with the forecast. And finally, here's a look at your extended forecast.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Thanks for keeping us so informed about this snowstorm. We do appreciate it. And thanks to you for joining us for Coast TV News at 11. For more news, more local weather, you can download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.